And we heard from a lot of you on Election Day about running into problems at the polls, including some polling locations that actually ran out of paper.
KHOU 11 investigates. Jeremy Rogowski is pushing to get answers for you. Jeremy, what happened here?
Yeah, guys, the election judges we spoke would say given the high turnout election, they feel they didn't have enough paper ballots to begin with. And when they called for extras, they say they waited and waited and waited some more. They were turned away, frustrated and puzzled.
At 3:30, they told us they ran out of paper.
First time I ever ran into a problem like that trying to vote.
The Harris County Republican Party says 21 election judges reported paper ballot shortages at their polls. We spoke with 3 of them.
I had to shut down my polling station. We had 150 people or so in line.
They tell us they had called the judges' helpline with hours' notice that supplies were running low.
Time went by and nobody showed up.
Charlotte Lampay was at Hamilton Middle School in Cy-Fair.
I'm going to run out of ballots. When is the ETA? She hung up on me.
I was like, hey, look, guys, I'm down to my last ream of paper.
Cody McCubbin says in the March primary, he got 2 boxes of paper ballots. Yesterday, he only got 1.
I had to send my AJ, which is my alternate judge, who was a Democrat, by the way. Our ultimate judge was a Democrat. I had to send him to neighboring precincts that did have paper.
Essentially, you were cannibalizing paper ballots from anywhere you can find them.
It basically became a game of survivor at that point.
They say paper ballots finally did arrive, but they had already told hundreds of voters to go elsewhere. No telling if they did. How could this office fumble something that is seemingly so simple?
Well, there wasn't a fumble.
Elections Administrator Clifford Tatum said his office started receiving paper shortage calls as early as 7:30 election morning. He had no immediate answer as to why, and says officials tried to allocate ballots based on historical turnout at voting sites. Why not put some pad in there? Why not put a buffer?
I'm going to assess that. That's why I'm here, is to understand our operations, understand how we do what we do, and why we do what we do.
Whatever the explanation, election judges we spoke with call it unacceptable.
That's complete incompetence.
This was the worst experience I have had in 40 years.
I asked Elections Administrator Tatum if there was an issue with the supply, with the vendor rather, and he said no, we had ample supply here at election headquarters. He says that he does take this issue at heart, pledging to get to the bottom of it and to assure that it never happens again. Mia?
We can only hope so. Jeremy Rogowski, thank you.